Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Dear my respectful viewer of Islamic Iman TV, in your program Believes in Believer. Today, the translation from the last week about the secrecy of Kaaba. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. صدق الله العظيم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Kaaba is a place, Baytullah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called that place for his house. As it said, is my house, Baytullah. In Arabic said Al-Kaaba. In the verses of the Quran, Baytul Muharram, Baytul Haram, Baytul Ma'mur, means respectfully the respect places, the secret places, and the also the another word, another things which is also has the word for the Ma'mur, means the one who will get benefited and then has benefited from it. What does mean the benefit? Baytul Ma'mur means that there's the when you become as a good believer, what you get the Jannah. So how you become a good benefiter? When you go there, make dua. That place is Baytullah. The place is close to the Allah's. Probably Allah has, but this is his choice. That's He wanted. This He wanted. Even though Allah is always everywhere. Everywhere. For Muslim, everywhere. All the earth of that human live on it. This is a place to worship, to make a prostrate on the land. Allah accepted. But why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala signed a good place over here? For the reason of Muslim, for the reason of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran in one verse, said, إن أول بيت وضع للناس للذي ببكة مباركا وهدى للعالمين. That is, the place is the sign that to show to the people as a granted, and for the place to guide all human being in this Kaaba, in this place. How is possible that Allah made it first by Adam, peace, Nabiullah, the time when Adam was out from his place, his Jannah, with his wife. He was very sad, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the mercy and shows to him. He told, because you made a mistake when he was, definitely you know that the story, that he was in the paradise, in his paradise. There is 8 paradises. One of them is only the Adam and Eve's paradise. number 8. But that was when Allah made him, he was in his paradise, in his place. But only by one contract, by one condition, to not touch that there is a trees in their garden. There is a trees, you should not touch, not take it. But however they did it, and this is Allah knows the hikmat, why this happened. It is the choice of Allah. It is the schedule of Allah, However, and then after he made a mistake, he touched it. Then they got out from it, and again they met and they asked. They was very much, crying, both, and then Allah is a forgiver. He said, okay, asked the Jibreel, took him to the place to apply for dua, for forgiveness. There is a place of my places in Kaaba, and the Jibreel took Adam together on the Kaaba, which is here today, which we all Muslim go every year there. In that area, the beginning was this, they signed it with the wall, 4 wall, as a place, but without ceiling. And then after that place, this Kaaba, the Baytullah, for years, maybe millions years, it was empty, but nothing. Only the rain and the hurricane and then flood was come, they misplaced it. At the same time, we believe that this black stone also, maybe Jibreel, maybe Adam together, when they brought from their own. Of course, when we say of this come from Jannah, of course, Adam was in Jannah, and Jibreel also with him. Maybe they bring that stone also there. That told them to put that stone on the wall, that this will be a blessing for all my generations later on. But then the stone they brought in, there's also, and they signed it, and the Jibreel probably, and Allah knows there is not any kind of a story about it, history about it, that we can relay on it, because before Islam there was no writing, even there was many prophets before, but they didn't have any kind of information officially to be as a book or some way to relay on it. However, just as a guessing, which is true, is a story before Islam, but all the Kaaba, the story, or the exact story is after Islam, when Islam was come out, and we can relay on the exact story by years, and that what happened. But before that, all about the guess. And only there is in the time of the before prophets, there was another prophets, that was Isa alayhi salam, that did not mention any about the Kaaba. Before that, Musa alayhi salam did not mention any, and many of them. We know about 25 prophets was before Prophet Muhammad, according to the Quran. Even though there is a saying, still as we saying this 24,000 But how we should believe, I don't know. But only we believe in Quran, which is 25 prophets before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. From those prophets before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there was not any word about the Kaaba to say about it. Only about the one Kaaba means the Makkah mentioned it in Tawrat. The time when Ibrahim alayhi salam was ordered by Allah to come to Kaaba, to make Kaaba, to renew it back again. At that time, Tawrat saying that is Allah, God asked Ibrahim to take the Hajra and Ismail from Hebron to the mountain of Mecca. That's it. But in Quran, and then they mention it, that is the إن أول بيت وضع للناس للذي ببكة مباركة وهدى للعالمين. That's in Quran, also mentioned about the Kaaba. However, the story of Kaaba after Islam is officially and also is in the media and also in the book, and that also is the written. We believe on it, and also the film that we looked on about the Kaaba, which is true. That also is not necessary to talk about it, but those kind of is not in the films, and I would like to mention it to you to know about what happened was. So the film did not mention it about the Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, how he came and why he came here to make it renew the place, because this is the order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in Ibrahim, the story also how he came, how Ibrahim came, it's also a very many questions. Ibrahim, he was in Hebron, he had as a prophet, that there was the first prophet that he bring the oneness of Allah, the belief of oneness of Allah. Then Allah asked him to go to Mecca. In the same time, like I said, the Tawrat also told him to root to Hajra, because Hajra was another wife of Ibrahim, and the first wife of Ibrahim was Sarah, and Sarah did not have children and the son, and when he asked Ibrahim to marry Hajra, when he married it, and after that he pregnant, and then he born Ismail, and then Sarah became upset. How come? And now it is she was our mad, and now she is my same thing as a wife of my husband. So and then that's why they asked him to take him out from that place, Hajra out and Ismail out. However, and then but Ibrahim alayhi salam, they don't know that he is a prophet. They are a person that he is to take care of all the both sides as children, no matter Hajra is who is, but he is his son Ismail. Definitely also the Sarah also has got Ishaq after that 2-3 months later, and Ibrahim was responsible for both their children. And then the reason of the politics, the reason of the disbeliever for the statues worshipper in the time of Namrud, they want to put him in the fire. They did it, but did not work. And then also Ibrahim was a good, very nice gentleman, and then people was respect him a lot, and then the people was behind Ibrahim and become as Ibrahim, and the Namrud is as a two power, kind of, and they are But Namrud was, of course, powerful, and they tried to kill him, tried to put him in the fire, tried to this, and then finally they told him take out, because now the family of Sarah also was wealthy people. Then Ibrahim go to Mecca, and Allah mentioned it, and we believe in this way that Allah told Ibrahim to go to Mecca, and he go there, and then he started, and he left the Ismail his child and his wife there, but he go back to Abraham, and for years, but and then Hajra with Ismail baby was in Mecca, because when he bring it, and the time when he bring it, he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Rab, he said, Rabbana inni askantu min zurriyati biwadi ghayri zi zara al bayt al mahram. And also make a dua, Rabbi jalni haza baladan amanan warzuq ahlahu samarati man amana minhum billahi wal yawm al akhir. Ibrahim make a dua for Hajra, for his son, that is, this place is bad place, so Allah keep him over here and make it a good place for the fruit, bring all the things and for food things, because they know that this place is dry, nothing. But at the same time, he is the side of the Kaabatullah, which is he believe entirely